So yeah, hello everyone. So today I'm going to do my monthly video where I tell you all about the videos I planned for the month. So pretty much for those of you who don't know, every month I usually make a video where I tell you all about the videos I planned for the month. And unfortunately, last month, which was April, I wasn't able to make one, but don't worry, I'm making one now. So yeah, so pretty much yeah. So I figured I'd mention that. So yeah, so anyways, I figured I'd mention. So yeah, so anyways. Well, pretty much before we get started, one thing I should mention. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but I figured I'd mention that. So yeah, so pretty much yeah. So anyways, yeah. With that, that's pretty much all I'm saying. So yeah, so without further ado, let's get started talking about the videos. Now, one thing I should mention is that in the previous months, where, well, for this year, I had text on screen. Now, what I mean by text on screen is I mean like, you know, like words and stuff. And pretty much yeah, I figured I'd mention that. So yeah, so pretty much yeah. But this time there won't be any words. Instead, I'll just be telling you all about the videos I planned. Well, then again, I usually do that, but still. But I figured I'd mention that. So yeah, so pretty much yeah. So anyways, now without further ado, let's get started talking about them, shall we? So starting out, the first videos I'll talk about this month are, well, of course, shout out Saturdays and Sundays. And like I said, you'll of course be getting more of them this month, since pretty much you'll be getting more of season 6 for both those series. So yeah, so pretty much yeah. So that's pretty much the first videos I'll talk about. The next videos I'll talk about is, like I said, well, what I'm trying to say is that what I meant to say was the videos I'll be talking about now are some random ones, and that's basically the majority of this video will be me talking about random videos I planned. And this first one is, of course, another predictions video. Now, what I mean is that, for those of you who don't know, a while back, I made a predictions video for Man vs. Train 4, and in that video, I said some predictions, which some of them actually ended up being true, so I think that's pretty cool. So, since Man vs. Train 5 is coming out soon, well, of course, it's coming out this month, I figured I would make one more of them, since, according to MASH, the people that make Man vs. Train, that's going to be the last one, and pretty much, yeah. So, I mean, either way, of course, I'm happy about that. They'll release getting one more, so pretty much, yeah. So, pretty much, like I said, I'll make my predictions video for that soon, since I don't know when exactly Man vs. Train 5 is coming out. All they said was that it's coming out this month for May, so that's why I'm gonna see about making it soon. So that's pretty much yeah. So that's pretty much another video I'll talk about. Another video I'll talk about is, well, announcements, of course. Now, there won't be too many announcements this month, but there'll be a few, so I figured I'd mention that. So that's pretty much yeah. Another video I should mention is my Q&A. Now, one thing I should mention is that last month, for April, I planned to do a Q&A, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it due to some family problems, which I won't get into, but pretty much, like I said, I figured I'd mention that. So yeah, so even though it's a little late, I'll still make it. And speaking of things, another random video I plan to make is, since May 4th is coming up soon, at the time I'm making this, it'll be tomorrow, but when this video comes out, it'll most likely be today. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is that since May 4th is, of course, a day all about Star Wars, I plan to make a Star Wars related video. So yeah, so pretty much, yeah. So as a little side note, I figured I'd mention that. So yeah, so pretty much, yeah. Speaking of announcements, one thing I should mention is that, well, this doesn't really have anything to do with announcements, but I plan to do some more redubs this month. Speaking of redubs, I plan to finally start my Tugs redub series. Now, I've been trying so long to make this series, but there's been time after time that I haven't been able to make it due to one reason after the other, mainly with voice actors, but I figured I'd mention that, so yeah, so pretty much, yeah. And speaking of voice actors, for a couple of my videos, I mentioned this previously in a previous video, but for a couple of my redubs, I'll need to find new voice actors for reasons which I won't talk about now, but pretty much, yeah. So I figured I'd mention that, so yeah, so pretty much, yeah. Also in this month, I plan to make a new intro and outro, but that won't be for a while. Also, another video I plan to make this month is, of course, usually I make this video every year, but I plan to make a video where I basically take a picture of myself every day for a week. Now, I know it sounds like an interesting concept, but I make one of those every year, and I don't want to miss it, so yeah, so pretty much, yeah. So, like I said, you'll be seeing that video this month. And speaking of random videos, I'm not sure if I'll make this video or not, but I was thinking about a new, little sub-series where I basically talk about YouTubers that I like. I had that video, pretty much I was thinking about that video recently, and pretty much, yeah, so I figured I'd mention that, so yeah, so pretty much, yeah. Anyways, like I was saying, another video that you can expect to see more this month is, of course, more characters available for videos, since I think it's been a while since I made one of those, so I figured I'd mention that. Also, another video that you can expect to see is, like, upcoming projects and upcoming redubs. Speaking of for redubs, I also plan to do more, well, lines needed for videos, just in case for, like, if people are missing lines from me. Also, speaking of videos, one thing I should mention is that soon, hopefully, I plan to get back to making movies and short films, since unfortunately I haven't been able to make them due to the fact that I haven't been able to like come up with any lines for like scripts and stuff. And a lot of times when it comes to like me coming up with scripts, I'm not usually good at making them. But on the off chance that you do a script video for me, that means that I was able to come up with something. But unfortunately, that's pretty much one thing I should mention about me is that a lot of times when it comes like to scripts and stuff, I'm not usually good at making scripts. So that's why, if you're wondering why a lot of times projects take a while, that's why. And no, it's not because I'm like lazy or nothing. It's because, like I said, I want to try to come up with a good script idea and pretty much, yeah. So I figured to mention that. So yeah, so pretty much, yeah. So I hope you guys understand about that. So yeah, so pretty much, yeah. So that's why hopefully I can come up with something, since, like I said, I really do want to make those projects, but unfortunately, that's the reason why. And also due to the fact that a lot of characters, well, what I mean by characters is I mean, like, what I'm trying to say is that some models of characters I need to make as well, and I need to find voice actors, of course, but for voice actors, that shouldn't be a problem, since pretty much, like I said, I've seen people that are happy to help, but you get what I mean. So yeah, so I figured I'd mention that. And pretty much, yeah. By the way, once again, I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself in this video. Like I said, I just can't help that, but pretty much, yeah. So that's on pretty much, yeah. Also, another thing I should mention is that there's some other videos I had planned for April, but unfortunately I wasn't able to make, but that's why I'm going to see about making them this month. So that's on pretty much, yeah. All two of those videos being a Educating Gordon Day video, and an Easter video, but pretty much, yeah. And also I plan to make an April Fool's video, even though that was last month, but still, but I figured I'd mention that. Also, I plan to make a solar eclipse video, as well as some other videos. The videos off the top of my head, I can't remember that I planned, was like an Earth Day video, if I remember, and pretty much, yeah. And I think that's about it for other videos. Also, I might make a Cinco de Mayo Day video, but I'll think about that. I figured I'd mention that too, so yeah, so hope you guys understand about that, and pretty much, yeah. Also, there's one more video that I planned, but I can't remember exactly what it was, but pretty much, yeah, I figured I'd mention that, so yeah, so pretty much, yeah. Well, pretty much what I'm trying to say is that, once again, I'm trying to remember everything I planned, but pretty much, yeah. But right now, I can't really remember much. And also, once again, I'm sorry if I didn't have any text on screen this month, or for this video, but I figured I'd mention that, so yeah, so pretty much, yeah. Also, one thing I should mention is that, once again, for series, I plan to finally make my Tugs Read Up series, and I also plan to make, of course, but what I'm trying to say is that I'm hoping soon, I plan to, of course, get back to making my series, Trackmaster Sodor, and like I mentioned for redubs, I plan to make some other random redubs in general. Speaking of redubs, I plan to hopefully make more Suction Cup Man redubs, and hopefully start my Mike and Zach redubs, and pretty much, yeah, so I figured I'd mention that. Also, some more random videos I'll talk about is, I plan to make more meme videos. I also plan to finally try to do my Friends theme songs too, and I also plan to do more villain defeats this month, hopefully, as well as hero deaths. And also, I should mention is that I plan to get back to making collabs this month. The two main collabs I can think of off the top of my head that I planned is, I plan to make another bird dancing and another Scruffy one. Well, what I mean by Scruffy is, I mean, but like I said, for those of you who don't know, well, what I mean by for Scruffy is, I mean, like, you know, Scruffy from Thomas Friends. Since pretty much I remember that I made like videos of him like dancing, and then I made it into a collab. So yeah, so pretty much, yeah. So I plan to make those two, and pretty much, yeah. And last but not least, the final two videos I can think of off the top of my head that I plan to make is, of course, I think I mentioned about memes before. Actually, I did, but pretty much I plan to make more meme videos. One about my friends, and one about just random memes. I also plan to make some compilations this month, hopefully, but we'll see. But I figured I'd mention that. But now without further ado, the main video, or the main two videos I'll talk about for the final videos I'll talk about in this video are, of course, some new engine videos, as well as some unboxings, hopefully, we'll see. But now, yeah. So actually those weren't the actual last videos I wanted to talk about, since I forgot to mention this before, but there's a couple other videos I'd planned. And also, by the way, I'm sorry if you heard like that noise in the background. When I was recording this part of the video earlier, well, the first part of this video, I should mention that I was like scrolling on my phone, so this part will be added in between, so I figured I'd mention that. So that's why if I sound a little bit different, since, well, what I mean is that if you didn't notice, my voice was like starting to sound a little bit funny, so but it's alright, so I'll just make this part short and simple, and I'll just name off the videos that I planned that I forgot to mention. Two of them are a bit sad videos, since two of those videos I had planned for, well, April, but unfortunately I wasn't able to make it then. Like I mentioned before about a sub-series, I also plan to make another sub-series, basically talking about random things, and pretty much, yeah. Another video I plan to make is, even though this video is probably, well, very late, I plan to do a St. Patrick's Day video, since I don't think I made one this year, and pretty much, yeah. So I figured I'd mention that. And the final videos I plan to make is I plan to make an all at sea video, a video for the Railway series, a video for Thomas Blows' stack. Also, I should mention for the all at sea one, the Royal Engine one, and the Thomas Blows' stack one, I'll either make a redub or a remake of those ones, or both if we're being honest, but probably not both. I'll just probably make one or the other, but I'll think about it. And pretty much, yeah. And pretty much rounding this off, the final two main videos I want to talk about are SML, what I'm trying to say is that some SML videos, where I basically go over the videos that were made for every month. I had this planned back in April, I'm sorry, not April, but January. I had planned this where basically I would recap every video of the month every month of SML. I would basically recap every one that they made for that month, like some other people do, since I really like the idea of that. And I also had planned to do one for my channel as well, but even though I missed out for January, February, March, and April of doing that, I'm gonna start that now. So even though I may have missed those months, I don't care. Like, I'm still gonna make them for those months, even if I'm a little late. But at least if I start now, the rest of the month I can still focus on. So yeah, so pretty much, yeah. So hopefully I'll be able to get those out this month. But pretty much, yeah. But anyways, that's pretty much all I'm saying. So anyways, yeah. Thanks for listening to this part, and now let's get back to the video. Well, the rest of this video, I should say. So yeah, so pretty much, yeah. But with that, that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about. So yeah, so before I end this video, pretty much I'll say it one more time, and that is, I'm sorry if I was repeating myself a couple times in this video, and pretty much, yeah. Also, by the way, I'm sorry if I accidentally got my words mixed up. But yeah, but pretty much, yeah. So I forgot to mention that. So yeah, so pretty much, yeah. So hope you guys understand, and with that, I hope you guys are ready for this month. And one thing I should mention is that, the main thing I should mention is that not all of these videos I probably won't be able to get out, but I'm going to try my best, and pretty much, yeah. So if you notice that there's some times where I don't post a video on a certain day, well, like I said, I just want to talk about that real quick, is that even if there are days where I don't post a video, every other day, I still make sure to post something, since, like I said, I just like uploading every day, since I like posting videos for you guys, since, pretty much, like I said, well, that's the reason why I make videos, is because I like doing it for fun, and I like to entertain people, and pretty much, yeah. So I figured I'd mention that, so I wanted to mention that real quick. So yeah, so once again, pretty much to end off this video, there's a couple things I want to mention. Number one, I've said it before, but I'll just say it just one more time. I just want to say, I'm sorry if I repeated myself a bunch of times in this video. Like I said, I tend to do that sometimes, so I'm sorry about that. And the other thing I want to mention is that I'm sorry for how long this video is. I honestly didn't expect this video to be this long, but I figured I'd mention that. So yeah, so once again, hope you guys understand about that, and like I mentioned before, hope you guys are ready for this month, since, like I said, I'm going to try my best to get a lot of videos out, and if not, that's fine. There's always next month, and pretty much, yeah. So, pretty much, yeah. So that's pretty much what I'm saying. So, always, yeah. Thanks for watching, and bye everyone. Bye.